program is brought to you by
Visit Cap Farm today.
Brain X syrup. Emma mofra adwini mapomuden. SCP Esita.
Omama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't move me here.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The pen computer school wow teachers no wa butre no betimi akire wa eno an Islam Technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best. Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menyeja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
I build at the BBR.
GhanaMax.com.
Ghana Max, oh wait. So I'm trying to say, oh man, no, I'm for provisions. Who has what to credit money?
Award, USA.
It's here.
The night you've been waiting for.
The first.
Hello Ghana, I'm Dr. Mayo Honorable. This interview you are coming to watch has been vetted and approved by the SDA. Hello Ghana, I'm Dr. Mayo Honorable. This interview you are coming to watch has been vetted and approved by the SDA.
What are you looking for to say? They say they're in the glass be. You're the pool and you're brodo. You're brodo.
Communication is basic and so important in all our dealings.
Okay, tell me, girl, I don't know Hamburg. I'll take a chance for Hamburg. I'm in the shop. Oh, you want this book? Hamburg and
That is why you need very efficient but affordable handsets because your world is just around you.
I'm interested to why. The wedding, they say IMF and the World Bank. My apply brem some person sponsor. My sponsor. Only phone. Oh, my phone amount. Samsung phone. Oh, a very affordable price. I will come from Matobia Mobia. There are 2 grand to
That is what Cap Farm stocks. Affordable and original Samsung phones at wholesale prices you won't believe.
You know, say, Donald Trump, on no flashing on the bill comes to you. Donald Trump will flash him to make my phone later.
Visit Cap Farm today.
ANS Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pa door-to-door courier service. I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe babia or better or shape on Yamade Bagana. No. Yajma ya say bio. I saw better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I person different Europe e Bagana. And I say open so by 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Baby I wish you put container free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America baby I person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So percent unyai and our tea and ka will be a visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
Say we're joining na o share Ewo Kofi TV so. The interview ayeye de wo ho enie. Say when you interview ayeye ho a, bomodin a na share fato wo so ma adofo enhu na wo mmra mehwe bi. Enrechi no say o share ewo YouTube so a like interview no ewo like button no eso. Enrechi no share ma adofo enya kwan enhwe bi. Sa wonka Kofi TV abusua no ho a mesra say obe click subscribe button no ekoko ai wo kona ho. Sa subscribe button no click so. Uwi a adoma bi wonchen ho click sa adoma no so eka ho. De ye ne say adoma no e ma bribia ye de video beto YouTube ha no onya kwan etumi ehunu. Ema prompt e ka kire wo say Kofi di video ato ho. Subscribe no so de ye ne say e ma be ka Kofi TV abusua no ho na bribia ye live a watumi anya bi ahwe. Sa wo hwe e wo YouTube a hwe ne so say ye interview no dodo no aye e wo Facebook ansana ye de ato YouTube. And into no Facebook or so say joining ye na utumi nya bi hwe live e wo ho a ye obeye ne say hwe Kofi TV e wo Facebook na click it ewo follow and I say like yen page no ye call live bi a ebe send o prompt and I say be mo hu na send o message say Kofi eye live na watumi ajoin ye the tell say me nya complaints bebre obi say Kofi interview we no mani je ho obi say we no mani enye ho the tell say de wani enye ho no obi ani age ho ena de wani je ho nso no obi ani enye ho me obi a me pe jollof pa eninti no se menya jollof da bia nka me pe nanso enye me ena me satisfy na me ye restaurant nti me ye banku kakra me ye jollof kakra me ma ye mutu kakra da bia me de aduane nyina agu ho a me hwe de omanfo di pa na ma no eno bebre enti no interview a ye wani je ho no eye abehwe me yenya views bebre na ma ye hunu se no na wani je ho efise wosom ena ye de esom wo enti se ba ne se kum chacha interview no wani je ho a ye hunu se kum chacha ba na nkofo hwe ne bebre me ye hunu se o kum chacha adofo pese esom wo mu dodo nti be mo kum chacha bebre se Avram ne ye de aba no wani je Avram ho ne ye de ba bebre na be hwe na kese o omanfo ani je Avram de ne ho bebre ye be koso de ama kwaba enim say ebra ye wo mi last days ne du ba bia yes last days are dangerous identity a ye kan sa asem ne de minim say last days bi so hoya na dem ebi mo but abra ye den na emu ye hye no na asan aye hu de ama ebi mo enwume ba bedi nkomo afa afi abatoa eba so ya woda ene ye memene da mene international diplomatic consultant wasan boa amanya hodopi Gabon ban or the futufo the man or any African countries ni other countries pia otu womo efo eno achi so kra no Ghana aman panimfo yi womo abako ne womo eteso ene in fact he plays in the corridors of power enwumre ye ne ba bedi nkomo ne yahwe se sen ena afi abato no ebeko kwama party A party B dien eno wo hu let me say one more the international diplomatic circles na ya na change ba wo mu hu se change ma wo mu ehu se America aban wo mu say wo mu abakra no na office obawe na ekowie akoye something which is there imagine adwen kakra briefly on that ansana yes Ghana die emu but more remfi say wochena awia ye donko 1 p.m. awia wapon asori aba no Kofi TV special interview a live interview and interview go betumi send questions or comments ye omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama our interview ochina and in interviews no before the elections we are trying say inya go ahead na ye na don so ebedi nkomo that is if you go ahead na ye be difficult kakra but ye be try say etumi eba musa and into ochina awia Shannon so say ebodonko a yene omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama ewo interview but before then no interview me post here the interest was me kra na me wanwa menya negative comment one kra oh yeah the man of wisdom the bebre comments no na omanfo sende ede ebaye enenti yen sha say straight away na yenni enkomo no said the meka no meja interview si enti say ya na enkomo Farouk Al Wahab afinshapa
Afenkomachi.
Embombo ko there.
Mashallah.
Yeshia ye na chakakra. And COVID time is still out me to kan.
Must slow down. Must slow down. But it's okay. So COVID did this. Ne warehouse ni me no me.
Yeah. Di home come. Before I met your main issue, no, so American elections, you know, and what is happening there now. And strangely, minim asema nami bisane say African country bina the air cost of America see air cost of Ancasabre America so you hey do this but that's America the no be a din here as we say Trump or then you say Biden or say obi a din e no hwe is it say omo your world superpowers into obi antime kan adwen kire omo what do you make of the cost of America nyina
okay mami cha ni HT4 say okay say yes I interview in for and say I'm a dodge but then of course it's very important say and you bear this interview at least so that okay in this ankomo we na yemfa yentu ya hofo na afi yente niam bi ase. Okay, America on say a tested democracy. What do you say? A tested democracy. And don't forget, only the world police. The world police, in a sense, only the world superpower. They were not just called superpower because omo country no so there be your country mo so edo so chewom. India and China mo nyina so chewom. But they played an active role. First World War, Second World War. Omo try say ombe stop, ombe intervene, a stop Europe na ntokwane ekoswa. Omo do ma hodin omnyansa na omsika ko ruemu e make sure say the factions na na ekunu nyina no ombe jomwie na cleverly no omka say ye nyina ye nko New York na ye nko tena ho na ye ndwendwen ye ho. So they use that avenue no and the best superpower. Now, this is one of the most tested election or electoral process about because COVID into MIBBI then you can call it a novelty. Almost our elections, this method on a check, but then up to this stage, and I say 2020, nobody ever assumes America for their elections any electronic voting, but rather no, ye be a melee ediaco. That shows the strength of a deepened democracy. Issue of Trump, any issue of Joe Biden. Fine, almost system say the city and like we know say electoral college any determine is not the popular vote say who had the majority of the vote. What they say, but rather the electoral college and who got the more. And where we are now, Mr. Trump and concede where we are now, we all know say also a court proceedings, but the American that you and I know, and then now because the African country, some can nipa pradoso, woman ke abu omudoso. The president would have taken the opportunity say, "Me na me president, me ntiase." But then, share the democratic system of the United States, and the maturity of democracy, not the maturity of political tolerance. No. And intina ama the Americans, the citizenry, obia dan hoso, obia nyabutre, or share how the system unfolds. It's a very challenging issue. And then I do do say obia yedri. Fine say who compare Mr. Trump, ebia no records, and in Niama ebia nkwaye. One would talk about the American economy. To me, he did fantastic, very well, comparing the 4 years and in the 4 years of Mr. Obama. But then a country like America, almost share Ubia, and as you say, the American president, almost more of the world say accepting rather than say be at home. But then also on a focus, say contribute to say China. We didn't do Americans Sikano, and once Sikan Equabontin, Omunyo obedient family room. And to on to massive, which are certain directions of policies. He did very well. Which even the prisons under Obama, nipa ebia omuko prison, nipa tuntum for or color people no. Things are no record no compared to the two no or perform. What I say?
Okay.
Or compare the economy or yardie. There are certain things or one would say. Kenye bad. On the negative positive side, in who's American, the racism now mukase what they say.
Okay.
I cosmetic. But on another time, na be show some racism it hasn't gone anywhere. Until let's understand the system. Until manipa beda so. And other elements. Na mom say what greatly affected him ni ebia ne style because free the business arena, the business platform, and the debate American too. On call, on call American Senate, on call American Congress da, on your mayor da, and on your governor da. And it's a the official stature of who and how an American president should carry himself. I know now a lot of Americans in this share, but Omar Nyanisa in him, he was looking at America as a building a company and as America as a company or managing. A whole name say onya a kind of a bit of problem. At the same time, onya some small, not small, onya quite a big diplomatic hitch with the contemporaries, the colleagues around the world, because we were superpower. Our countries, be to say Germany, or countries, be to say France, United Kingdom, the allies in Ankasa, said they should all be with him. But he built only, say, or yeah, good rapport with Israel, good rapport with Saudi Arabia, but marginally greatly, most of the countries of the world are almost formal the NATO and our NATO members, no need to do na fine. Until all these things, feed into the minds of the Americans, say he was not too popular outside, and the American president only popular outside in the day. There were reservations, kakra. Okay, elections need to ye. Said there, isiko buy no, ye nyina no, ye who said isiko buy. But all things being equal, no, America is a strong, tested democracy. I know, say, some concede krana is being clever. Clever, and say, so be watch ya. Our certain cases, Mr. States in New York, California, mo, a pese, or money edit. Now, long as he's still a U.S. president, Ebia obetima pushy, as it is the case, to get a certain amnesty. Ebia opeso pushy the case, etim kodu Supreme Court. Now when you a certain grant of powers of amnesty be, name on Sabasu free officer instantly the same day now conform metete U.S. gate ama mecheno. Cleverly Shesenanko or a resident of New York, but you are pushing a residency at the Akoto, Florida, or Shese ya or bitma ide a maneuver, but to suggest say court appeals and I say the court cases, it be a bitma winning to turn the American elections around for the United States to go back into another electoral process or another election. Say it's too close to call a time of George Bush, any our God, with that one, I believe very unlikely. Say a bit me, the case. In the American there, as it were, Oma yom elections, Yoma who baby omijina, Oma declare Oma president. Or only say a CNN they declare president, But whichever way it is, Yahu they shake up near Hokeka, a serious president, Oba, and as a president or prepare fear and son Oba, immediately, will roll out. The cabinet ni team or the Juma, whichever way by Joe Biden, yes. Between now until 20th now, I strongly believe say authorities or the United States they will speak to Mr. Trump. He will finally acknowledge, but the SOT says on person will go down in the books of shame into Esa or Chinkakra. But in the long run, no, I strongly believe so. Ojemu we are. America was told. Be known as the world's most democratic, tolerant nation. Now, or maybe to see as well in president, I'm the new one about. When you're the bad of his kind, in terms of say governance, the nyama be challenging kakra. Or new say America, one of the world's biggest immigrant states. Or I'm finding any uncle into a man for who say now or ha a ho. And yes, or how one crowd pay see and an uncle for name say United States President Timmy roll out country remember Maha, Chad Maha, Syria Maha, Sudan Maha, Nigeria Ma, we Ma, and on any given day biano. Now or you sue the executive power to take certain decisions bia. Now if you say usage of this executive power to that extent, be too much. And no na ema ene olusu no popularity. But if not a non-dear,
I guess a whole one ama went to me.
Greatly, nobody can say. On say only the Spanish world. The entry from the Spanish side is the Mexicans. Yeah. So I say me de Mesu namu du musika etria ene niama kakra. But if you look at it from that angle, now share even deportation of foreigners. Then under Obama, I get him 8 years rule no. We checking 4 years rule compared to Trump there. Because Obama deported foreigners more than the Trump here. Whilst Trump many me run more, Obama nipa be run but deport more. So you strike a healthy balance between new performance unfortunately say ebia ye nyina the world na obia per se do na per se on free so entina say a call into the minds of Americans also the battle is not over, but I believe say it is almost over.
Only China and so Tokano and also affecting
only China and Tokano, to me from business perspective, if you would ask me, an approach and they're wrong, but in reality, no, it wasn't a bad thing all year for the United States because China get their bigger chunk of money with the US dollar. And in all fairness, America padlocks, jeans, a dear near money yet free America to call China cotton. But BBA Baho also a fair balance of trade. What they say? Saudi way badia also makwana misumimfa wimbra. Which in actual fact, wasn't a bad thing. Because China for take advantage of any country biano no strong currency. Was the son in Yama de call Japan. No take advantage of selling it cheap and call it the Japanese yen. No the ababigu China. Was the son Yama de call Germany. No akwa euro, no the ababigu or the ababigu muso. And the China yet that more or less or dominate the trading and the commercial cycle or the commercial community of the world. And honestly there be mempene because they see themselves say the Security Council and I say the superpowers now. America had always been on the top. But China forces person call it the bluff of the United States, meaning say all population in America. In terms of even quantum of cash, any economy, you can say the Chinese economy is stronger. But America say no, it's not true. We are still the best. We are still the first. What they say? And to only China and talk on the who say any maybe Iraq, Iran, Syria, Afghanistan, okay, any other places, during the time, one shada and United States and American troops. Man who say American troops in a renewed war via Odom Choir side, not much as I know of. But under Democrats, not they were sell America for occupation or more they into action or more Afghanistan or more said those things in there now or try so back to the size of American expenditure on the military in other countries are not almost a copatan to so critique problem. In the foreign policy, America for now is because of how or carrying home. But if you look at the nitty-gritty and how now or maybe or now compare there and then can you too bad. But holistically, once any problem can cry the way the charisma how carrying home. And in the message in a good cry no carrying bad.
Media and I could be
you can never win any war against any media of any country. And that was one of his biggest problems because starting calls the CNN fake news. As a president, you don't tell a bigger network at the whole world. Okay, American, okay, Fox, there is internally, yes. Yeah. NSBC, is internally, okay. But CNN is like BBC. Yeah. It does not mean say BBC in UK, any other. Your friend Fox UK, they have very strong ones locally. Okay. Are very current. BBC News, because they did 13 days, but still I know me today. What I say, and to say, "Oko attack such kind of news platform," then you have a problem. And to honor obenya problem from the and yes, one CNN no the larger media community in the United States no be so they will damage you. Look if you say media for money, so they damage him through the media cycles.
All right, so I think we can hear international diplomatic consultant Farouk Al Wahab and AD and Komo. Yes, free America elections and so when they were shebre. Na yaba Ghana. Ghana the also last day see emu ya den or na videos appear or na audios appear and quickly na enchiremu aba or na audio ya ba. Na nipa fa no ho aba wonte na abekire because obi ehun say last days no bibia tumi si obi abetumi di bibia ba betum enti ama emu aye kakra campaign rallies ahodo akokɔ so ennepa ne nyina no se joda ye kwakoto aba na opani we de ma me respect na opinion e wo Ghana elections won say oni wo nyina agoro wo nyina enti no let's see baby a ode be kwa akɔwo But mo share our YouTube makwaba meka mo comments ne bi na afi mo share our Facebook nso no mo nso akwaba Ghana.
Yes.
Juada.
Yep.
If we are no pa kopemanyumre. Electoral Commission. My boy Electoral Commission abaso. In fact, my follow Ghana elections are check. But make us say Electoral Commissioner or my information prior this Electoral Commission. Assembly see we know what is happening straight away. Now yehudi ekoso figures be never ba quickly no matter out no matter press conference no much him. My boy Electoral Commission abaso on that. Akasi be test here how ometumi akeka niema si ani say omo project say where 24 hours there na ometumi declare ama yehu as early as that. Say be possible say any possible but share ABN Angel Broadcasting Network. Ye position nipa ewo baabia akeka niema si ani no. But I saw and say see to me putu niema nyina logistics e dia mo se bibia tumi eba 24 hours we should be able to know where we are echo. Nti maame say well say just a private entity to me and an electoral commissioner on what rep or bia no kaso betumi declare. I believe say bia on betumi aye but nen terminal. Kofi you look very tired. Yes, and me da be ya no pay 6. He say election ni dru ha. In fact from ochina me na to say we declare elections no. Nti ene say me take advantage there some few hours kakra say be ya ebetimi egina ye na so nya agro kra Ghana e ba betwaba ko observe other eba ne say ya diplomatic circles and send ekoso embassies na wo Ghana no omonso peke omo intel are they able to tell where he's going are they able to omutimi maneuver omutimi omoyeden.
Okay, that's how it works. Obi a diplomat na oba a certain country like Ghana, they are here representing their country, and they are more or less representing not only the people of that country, but representing either the prime minister or the president. They are still seen as or a diplomat or a country be rep. Local politics, obetima show ni normal comments, obetima can be, and they would always and shall always speak about democracy. Mama bibi anya fe, mama munda ho. Let us not forget, say, Ghana, your democracy ni de, ye matured, papa. Ye matured in democracy. But your political tolerance, and that is what is helping this nation. The international community who say Ghana compared to most of the African countries, political tolerance, yeah, very good. Elections or electoral process is not the worst of its kind. It is not the worst of its kind. Compared to other countries in Australia, almost the crude method of elections, very crude. Yes, you see there were certain elements of crude methods in the kakra, but in largely, no, I think say any bad. Into the international community, so about pick into say we bear winning we men in there. Kofi now, let me just be very clear on the issue. Say they really have informations on the country that they represent in this country. They really have information of Enyama Ekoso. We Yehu Sebia or a diplomat or take red number plated car now they con there be Omu Sebi Omu political desk. Yan you soon too much way embassies. Yabeko Omu head of political desk. Osha France, UK, they are even more powerful than the ambassadors that you see them or the chancellor heads. Political desk, you know, any Omo press desk, the head of the press, you know, because Omo information, they don't sit in their homes, they don't sit in their office. From day to day, we share Oma no more swim or Cape Coast, we share more north. Say Omo a tourist near the embassy now right on, but Kofi, they are very much on the ground. I can strongly tell you, say, elections 2016, okay? Some of us formally, informally, let me call it informally, not ahead of the elections, you know, yehu how not the shape etiki. It's not because there was certain bad failure or extremely bad governance or something like that, but you could tell sometimes the mindset of the international community, i.e., ye developing partners. Country we da hono, ye were certain developing partners. Ye sebi abrofo that we fall on them most of the times either for grant, for aid, for this and that loan in yamanema. Ye developing partners, ebi ni United States, or boy school niama, or boy military niama, or boy infrastructure through the United States aid. Or ye niama me brimaye. Intia na country no hasem, ye election, ye political in ehiano, into omukipo update. Canada through the CEDA. Also see ye niama me bri ema country we say. Holland. Also see ye niama me bri interior migration in yamanema, they are always supporting. Germany. Also see ye developing partners, Omaboa country infrastructure, development, technology, also boa. Oba your friends saying Japan, they are also very much Omoboa, and then the British, the United Kingdom, also boa Ghana. So the 6 permanent developing nations, developing partners now Omoboa. Almost versatile interest in most of our elections. Into so what watch here, the international community be either through European Union now, before say na you know, we say individual countries, we about or the $3 million, we about or the $10 million, we about what do we say for Ghana to have a credible elections. They do that because the international community, Kofi, they see our country as the Switzerland of Africa. And undoubtedly, Ghana, I must confess and tell you, it is still the Switzerland of Africa. In terms of how abrofo no GAD. And yes, GAD say a country needing an there. And yes, GAD say a country needing a flag and there. And yes, a national anthem there. It's because of how ya career who post independent. Ye benya skirmishes kakra. Any dia biduha see a fair your Fourth Republic emunia we. The First Republic, which are until say yenya independent 57, from 57 to 1960 no, still not the president of this country was the monarch. The queen and an president of this country. From 1960 up to 1966, Kotokamu etu President Nkrumah. So 60 to 66, that was the First Republic. Yeah, maybe even the meaning, the First Republic, the Second. People have not thought, and people do not know. Why you know? You take it near and shame so that people can understand this country. Time now, Omutu Nkrumah 66, Kotoka, any free find bar in between, from 66 to 69. Then there was another election. So the First Republic was the Nkrumah one. Break through a military coup d'etat and 1969 also to 72 Nana and Dr. Abrifa Buzia ono so die no and ebeye Nana Papa Akufo-Addo and ebeye the Second Republic interim hono anse benya Ghana president bia aniama olenu udi 1 month where are
debut this 1 month
I would the president 1 month interim. What do I say?
Okay.
About 1 month, but then the Ghana boy, but there was a leader, a head of state. What do I say? Niyama Olenu. What do I say? Obidi president Kakra 1 month.
1 month.
Yes. And to Onunu free hono. Then Sa Republic, that was the second one. And a champion to be you coup 1972. 82, it did a Akufo-Addo ne Abrifa Buzia Mode. And a military nusa be bemu. And the military bem from 72 copim say, on no champion no, ye 278 na, within 78, 79 no, Akufo so ban. There was a break also. In the Third Republic, and a bay Liman, Dr. Hila Liman, 81, also so yeah, then Jerry a handed power. Edimano 81 no into only member 81 no and it's the Third Republic. In the Third Republic there was another coup and a cutting off until say yenya military rule in between kopim say 1992 no yes I started the Fourth Republic. So the Fourth Republic in the womb. What did I mention? Now share elections are also up to today. Now share how ya carry ho. I must say democracy need still yinyanti ase papa. Because democracy takes a lot of shapes. Democracy is not only say o prepare my finger na makotom print na mankonto kwa ni obi amome na makoye elections. That is not only democracy. Democracy ni say oje o institutions di. Democracy ni say the citizenry and the citizen and the country no peace ho. Democracy ni say security eye adwuma. Democracy ni say the economy eye adwuma. Democracy say there is an employment. Democracy ni say one institution say uwo electoral commission na ye tested democracy assuming na every 4 years be election biya no there is a doubt and mistrust and lack of faith and lack of confidence ewo your electoral commissioners mu ene the electoral processes we may register we may change card we may say because we don't have and we've not deepened in democracy no if a country from 1960 your first second third fourth republic you still counting your fourth republic anymore not till today every 4 years biano the little money the country and resources kakra income kakra bi na yenya abra ye managing yema yin ni asa use sika nyina they acquire voters card. So we have not deepened into democracy. Every 4 years we have to go back and change electoral commissioner. We've not deepened into democracy. But when it comes to political tolerance, enuna a beacon this country. And the political tolerance no enama abrofo no ema wo mo yeden ani di achi. Ema the whole world Ghana obi ahwe political tolerance no ene na ma the stage on international platform. Political tolerance no ene na ma Ghanaian presidents no ye ma wo mo kwai ma wo mo international arena like United Nations General Assembly obi atimi ye ma ne kasa. Because say as I've said and I'll say it again. So we share 30 million populated nation. Not till today, as compared to the African countries. Yene, the break of third, first, second, and fourth republic in Mina, yenya revolutionary leaders, yenya coup d'etats, yenya niama kakrano. Still, yeni one Ghanaian exile leader. Our tiabonting. Yenu mnetikrum ha. De nyamede ne kresi ye. Oko. Betu omo ho ubiawa ha. Yenya politicians ya cruelty, mismanagement, wickedness. Our mazeti as a pressure on the Ghanaian. Yada no mi yana sa kwa sorry bako. Any masalachi bako. Ubianko babia. Do you understand? Yeah. Political tolerance. Yenya enkofua state institution heads, executives, ministerial level, government functionaries and high levels of government. Ome diska any ade but ye who say Ghana government president biaba e okrom ha those times in the early days of independence na nganse nkroma ye bi military for ne there it's a military regime but civilian regime no say achiwe ye de na kwasha ha ne achiwe ne de na kwasha ha no second fourth republic no sanema no ye huhu bi eno na ma other countries no are very envious and I want that kind of enviable track record. Say Ghana no a peaceful nation because say share the American let's go and open Ghanaian jail. You need Ghana ni be oti jail. So NPP. Share the course see video near there then fine. That is politics. Ebeba. Ye wasabi ye be dim kwasasem ye be wi ankete krono ne de ombabu boni niama ni nyina across board all the Ghana political circles all the governments nyina no obi awia kakra o ma wi bi o nyina. Do you understand me? Because you know I'm blunt and very blank on the subject. O nyina awia be fine. But the fear me ba mi suro so ba usuro me because ye nim de aye nyina ya ntimi ye ene de aye da. Nevertheless emu bia ni ho a watima che the opponent to say there Osha Uganda. I get me.
Yeah.
Museveni, Kaguta Museveni, no, or chin opponent 6 months to the election, no achu na ushim. Osha the Kagame muchi opponents. Osha the Zimbabwe, okay, now old man Mugabe, or chin opponents. Osha other countries, even Kenya, said they know muchi opponents edu mugum ahead of elections. Paul Biya, or Che John Frudi, or Cameroon. Every year, Biya on there, Obama na election every year, no am electoral commissioner stay put. Omo mobo, a drum starts omo boba, near started bobo Kofi Aduma brekum. What I say, na brekum for jubility. Kofi Nimso are winning election, jubility are near Becho. Say, Yamumbo results now they will create tension. Near the Nukujin, Tiababu election, go know them. We don't have anything of that. And then MPC here in Krumha. Asumbo, a whole lot of things. But at the end of the day, no, Ghana election we are Obiane and the baby. Do you understand? And all these credentials are feeding into the Ghanaian political discourse. And Ama Abrofo, any other community, no who say Ghana can stand the test no matter how the storms. Ghana can withstand any pressure no matter how the pressure. What do I say? And Ghana, as we speak, you know, Kofi elections. That is the most beautiful election, in my view. And a lot, when we say, or caption is say, make or break. Yeah. Kofi Ghana is making. Ghana cannot break. Ghana cannot break. And the reason I've said it long before 2018, Kofi, Meno Grantima said, Ghana Nibi Mekanchem said the security profile of this country is so dangerous that the country could slip into any genocide. Security couple be Mekanchem said the country is so risky and we have a profile. This is hard. No, we don't have. We don't have. Thank God. Our presidents, former presidents, His Excellency your mama come, His Excellency President Okaho, His Excellency Nanado. Also come His Excellency the late Mama and Adukul, so we go for it. Jerry and Prof Mills. If they were all alive, they would tell you, say, not to the west. Ebia home securities. Abemom say, there were so deadly security challenges with Kuma. Kofi Nibi. We don't have it. You know why? The political ethnic violence, civil unrest are a prick other countries. That indications, indicators. Kofi Omanwi, ebinim. Listen not and hear not and follow not what your politicians, they are MPs, especially the parliamentary candidates, the parliamentarians. If not, presidential for the chroma yenim. They say no, His Excellency the incumbent president, His Excellency the President Mahama. The third force in Ibia Madam Ekwadonko.
No, currently third force near
Ekwadonko. No, Ekwadonko.
No.
This year Ekwadonko be perform very well. Kofi Menfeni.
Oh,
you see, it is a beautiful nation by all standards. Now, Kofi election way, it is a watertight election. Very competitive. But this will be the most sweetest election of all elections in Ghana. The competition and the competitive nature, as a result, say, this election is marking a history. The history is that either we have a continuation of an incumbent government, president, or we have a returning of a former president. This election, I heightened. This election, I competitive. This election, rather people translating to say, BB, BBC, Ghana cannot break. Ghana is solidly Kofi united. And I'll tell you why. Countries are among for your politicians, are some of them your MPs, some of them party functionaries and then party activists. Original platforms, they don't understand what is happening in the world. They don't understand politics who preaching one no. Omutimi say, Abe so Kosovo, Abe says Cote d'Ivoire, Abe to say Liberia, Abe to say Sierra Leone, Abe to say Kenya mo and Yemen. Please, Kofi, all the Liberia issue ever to Ghana, you have misfired. Liberia did not fight because of elections. Majority I say.
Yeah.
Liberia, they did not fight because of elections. Liberia fought because there was an existing mission of a problem that had to do with ethnicity. That's our problem in Liberia. From 1822, almost our problem. And that was not the first civil war of the Liberians. Because, so we share a choir, Master Sergeant Samuel do, any Liberia, the real indigens, once the Liberia and the indigens, 95%. Omo tribal settings, Pele, Omo Crew, Omo Kran, Omo this, Omo Crew, Omo Crew. Tribes, 17 tribal settings, no more. Not it was botched. No problem, no ho. And a do ekukum tobet, the revolution. Into the people are no omunye Kran. That is do ni tribe, no. Now other tribes, those so called, na omunye Liberia call them say the refined Liberians and the American Liberians, no. Now omuno pen dada. Into that no auto rising. Among nine elections and a Liberia de Conye. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Now, I know Anna or Pamon Chastela, no exiled. Chastela was living in La Côte d'Ivoire, Abidjan. Hotel Abidjan and were recruited rebels. All called Liberian or the Nipa 100 on some more border with Côte d'Ivoire, and or the Nipa 100 could wear bush. So there was a presence of uniform in the bush of Liberia. And Onyani colleagues, Johnson, when they are there, and decided we just have to take advantage because the Liberians were crying over the price of the increase of rice. And I'm saying, we cry no wasem. So they unleash. So they were coming from bush. Tell me which part of Ghana, which countryside of Ghana are your military presence and I say your registered rebels, known rebel group. Yenibi. So they went in fighting until they got to Monrovia. And of course, external forces, external assistance is not good with say some of these things on air. But they had assistance from other countries and other people. Whilst on yes, I do say a lucrative business, because of the diamonds. Don't forget, say their neighbor region with Sierra Leone around the corner. The same diamonds you be in our Liberia rubber and diamonds. We also were diamonds. At that time, also Sierra Leone. Now correspondingly, around the 90 era, now also obia onusia military. One were defective from the army a penachino. Our Jania Kushin Urum. And I'm referring to Fode Sanko. And for the Sanko so eco pitchy camp. And when you escape from Chastela, and also former boys say, oh, the region of Konono, a honor diamond no war. Liberia, a diamond. So they didn't actually even say rebellion or terrorism. It was a bandit, they were criminals. And we are resources. And I shall still coordinate you. And almost so be day. Almost started say, almost kum tribes. Into the ethnic and the tribal cleansing, you call it say a yes civil war no. Na nya election na ma Liberia ekunye. Nya election na ma Sierra Leone kunye. Okay. Okay. People make unnecessary reference to Ghana, between Ghana and Rwanda. Say Ghana be say Rwanda. We are crazy. Rwanda issue is not like that. Rwanda's issue was also not election. It was as a result, say, Rwanda president Habyarimana, or Burundian president, okay, Natarimana. These two guys, and they are friends and they are brothers, more or less, because that region, Obi aye Rwandese in Biabe himself from Burundi, Obahenu from Tanzania, Obahenu from Congo, Obahenu from Uganda, to support Kagame, Debiam Kase, or a part Ugandan. Are you getting me? Because of the 9 borders, I actually Congo Huashiano. Congo for any president no inside Obia or border to be free outside the Congo. What do I say? And then there was already a rebel group from Paul Kagame tribe called the Tutsi, Anomo Bush. And this rebel group, no Makwa Museveni or Uganda, and no back. And they be Susu or Rwanda. And to woman Roma Jane said, the Hutu president Habyarimana no, Omo Penekuno, and Omo call summit, the peace summit within the region or Tanzania, Omo Bano. And now Tutsi rebels no Muniram no, omu kum the 2 presidents one day one flight team ti habrinam na to form one Nataremia Mia or for president Burundi and to say 2 presidents now nyina Hutus ana flames and say they are minority tribe yabeshimase and even kwano this is the genocide a slip from civil war to genocide as for crowd the kum nipa ni bi more within a month of 6 months no more kum nipa 800,000 but beginning no kum nyai and nkofo nkoko. How do you as a Ghanaian politician looking at this background say woman they have a tribal demarcation frontiers barriers strong divided tribes in obi ankasa mbajo dey say ye wi ababa yen dey near here tribals no and tribal setting was already a problem existing from time immemorial they don't marry even to themselves with among them no it's strictly forbidden enti sa kuro no sentokwa ba anase bibi kitua bi trigger onim se ne ba ni ha onim se ne offer ase ni ha okun se wo yetusi anu anso okun. And it's the same story that carried into the Kenya on political problem when President Kufuor was then the person of Koyen. Look at the Kenya. Almost so tribal history and no more problems, you know. Kikuyu, Kamba, Kelenji, Luo, and all the strong, all of them, Obiane and Yonko Enwari, or Kikuyu near on Pelio near Animashe. Or a company on Kelenji near Mahe. And to one were entrenched positions of the tribal demarcations and tribal differences. And to one be to every tribal a trigger, they jump into the tribal exterminations. But what I say? Yeah. Now, Kenya, Omsusu Diano. Shall West African region. Where the Burkina Faso? Shall Burkina Faso? Tama Omfaso Mukumu. Isodori, okay?
Yeah.
Thomas Isodori, Noel Sankara. Omutum young man at the age of 38, you know. From that time till today, on the tribe, any Omuya pro Sankara, no. Omunias are the people that making sure they will never like Blaise Compaoré. At any opportunity, any little chance they will have Bibiano. Omni Compaoré there, any problem.
Messa bana yatwa Compaoré asem no so. But my comments on Yagusa, I miss this man. Omanfo Tiosa, Antiama, like and love no more to goom. Just a comment, Nankasa Massadia, may interview comments about not much Obia, Dia OTA, Nipa 2.5 on Facebook, Nipa 2.1 on YouTube, and still counting. That is quite encouraging at this time. Na comments never no making can be along the line or see you are right. Okay. I think the wise man know the person who win the election. Farm air conditioned. Farm, you be drew ho. You me building the say yeah. I feel not yeah ho. Was say okay sound on I know na I check I'm on CCN. Was it that's my man speaking. Thanks, Mr. Al Wahab. We free Asumedu Richard ho, and I'll say it was a tribal issue. Yeah, Belva Otu. There hinna na tribal issue. Was it nyansa pani Ghana we day and Ocho and the buyer. Was it for real? Wisdom is speaking. Jerry John and Ocho and any YouTube comments and be Facebook comments and kakra. Samuel KGB Ajekum say wisdom is speaking. Was it yes? This tribalism in politics is gaining grounds gradually in Ghana also. In Tianjin we free Dara Kache and Kobe O'Brien percentage na motwetwe go asa no bebre was you will see that at the end of the election number 4 will get a lot of votes as well away free Kofi Odum Obinim Apreku Kumchacha and they work so for ni na dia bu na dia yodin was you Kofi bisana about Lens Austria and then is it Salzburg Austria because he knows best we free or say a free far. Was it neither Nanado nor Mahama can develop Ghana in their lifetime? McKin or say and not sure and no making kind of comments ni baby na so there mo say mo pe we no pa mo pe say unhu baby a na dwen call with regards to this election member ho na o to so
okay. Yeah so Burkina Faso. Burkina had a problem because there was certain Sankara our coup a tool.
But oh check Burkina baby Ghana Burkina war. Ya pampamu wa. And then it's believed says bibi to omo spill over to me eba. Yet me suanya maybe in sufri omo based on the way or more ye no bo sani aka say Burkina for kra na ye say the na say be to me quickly. But any effect be what happens in Burkina?
No, you see, Kofi, like I was telling you, a secular kind of a stuff say countries, you know. Kofi, it depends on how the country is grounded, how the country is formed, and the people, and the tribes, you know, and the government. And Namaka say, your political tolerance na yenya ubia ubush. Yenya revolution, 4 main revolutions are yenya ubia till today. Say even Krano, yawo revolutionary leader be Krana of late since 1992 up to today. No, yenya revolutionary leader be say waba. Kufadi say, your military barracks in thank God, you're going in Accra more or less. Ye ni military barracks be abuse. Thank God, your land in no. Ayes two land. Obian Timan ko show be a bush. Obian Tim control be a fool. Obian Tim control be a cassava farm say or be yoku. I'm yet to see say. So we say these countries, you know, or compared to Ghana, you've mistaken because Burkina Faso Sankara no, a Blaise Compaoré no any Adam for. Omie ne ye coup e overthrow. And Ombie no we buy a palace coup with the support of the French because Sankara e dey no ho be Paul ebeto joining the late President John Jerry Rawlings. So they thought say Jerry was feeding him and educating him because he was very young and very vibrant. He was only 38 when they killed him. No about 32 no so bad power. And kuno. What is it? Anything no call for no up to today omaja. But young Ghana should they say your revolution men kite here for ya men fight any reference. Ebi me free mono. Obi enu ha ne bako bush. Obi enu ha some of them were generals. But also were military boys. Also na dom kwa mi ni train you omo. Yenya ba kukura me na nkotre bush. That's the beauty of the country. A champion coup. Yenya obi amana nkotre coup we bush. Ono ankasa ne vice president FWK Akufo Otu no when you be so oh my it was bloodless. BBNC. And the Ghanaian mentality and the Ghanaian no Kofi yempe yaho any problem. And for anybody to think and suggest yes enyama ekoso enyama enyini amount for electronic near day rather the information had rather enlightened and made things very simple for us to control. First in a crude method election box near painting black na ko fi obi atimi fa edition bottom buni pass no the corner now no ballot box no transparent now no in chrome bebe a na omdi be 3 hours and the driver car near the ballot box na corner now no ababe shorter and I say ya de ya open up baby your problems war the system electoral commission say Kofi baby na yebusa say share constituency 230,000 a year friend is saying polling stations no do they have that 230,000 officials and workers they don't have into the fear they say mom do makoho no incumbent government na do omon call about that has been the Ghana's mentality and some of us have said say wo nipa 250,000 being national service of a particular year or SHS our we graduate a years in school unim so mbewie 4 years bia no ye beto aba no SHS graduate ni na about 90% 95 ni na o ma enter 18 majority years until rather no ke the national service any SHS obia ba wo SHS ni mu obia ba wo national service ni mu ye duom nyina ka bom and ye ma electoral commission said for the year 2020 elections no Kofi Nkata mo mba afie no and ye trainee wo mu a there is what is called a fair balance. It reduces and cut off suspicion As to electoral officer, returning officers in they must be professionals with the electoral commission. But the polling station for electoral commission agents from Kofi Hona Fie no. Yes, we MPP ni yenimu ha. Yes, we NDC ni yenimu ha. But say koye obiaba. And a koye a system at house 2023. A national service for any SHS graduates, tertiary institution for nyina yeka omubom. Any adom yes adwumana. Kofi Hona be suspect say obi eba ko influence obi.
But would that not also now yehu baby a yebe for more free, and you know the parties can target them easily.
You cannot target them easily because say national service for 5 na kwa so obi aso papa obi a party. How do you target them? Who targeted the whole Ghana 250,000 national service personnel? Do you target the whole Ghana graduates are free SHS? They are not aligned. Omi am cry, but they are matured. They are clever. Only aligned to any political party. And the Kofi and no be arrested that kind of suspicion. But put all these things aside, you know. Let's come back. Why are this election and the elections before all the noise I hear in Ukrumha Kofi Obia Ntimin Kone say. One, Kofi, from Kwame Nkrumah up to today, the record and the track record mentality of Ghanaian presidents. Shawoma Mwari Oma tribe, virtually zero. Virtually zero. Yansha in our modern time, Nanado, President, His Excellency, Neri Yaga, Anamibwa, Onomu Yachiman. Right? President Mahama, Oyo Gonja, Neri Eye, Bron. President Kufuor, Oya Ashanti, Neri Eye, Bron. President Rawlings oye ewe nire eye den eye Ashanti. Fakwa akopim kutuka the wife cry was a Congolese. The papa na Ghanaian. The lady was a Congolese. Madrid, Ankara. She was a Congolese. Dr. Nkrumah na nire eye den eye Egyptian. But even Ghana history almost sense crimes so munkano. President Nkrumah married a Ghanaian woman, but any there eye history and Nkrumah anka. And to show me now, they embraced cross tribal. What I say? Yeah, 1 month president, you know, Niama Oluinu, none area can, no Yankani, none area Nana Frima. Do you understand me? And to Ghana or history say, Kofi or Accra, government number United Nations von Kra. Obi Papa, Kwa. Ne mami ye gan na osa owura votem no owura ha beba uye no to nchen a hwe cross tribal the Gans and then the Fantis hwe cross tribal Ekwapim and the Gans hwe Kwawu and the Gans na hwe the Northerners especially officialdom the officials of North dodo sakra na ko North okowari virtually zero votarians emema a okura post bia no wari votarian ba wari kro bebu no kwasea opakan opegan ope other tribe ana Kofi ya mixe beautiful. Do you understand me? Now heard the tribal settings and the settlements say obi okoko dia the settlement area from other parts are more than even the people from Jabin. Because what did the Mijanazi? Now yanko Kumasi obi ti Kumasi or Fanti Newtown. Our can Fanti. When you're 72 years, with him Cape Coast. Do you call him say, why a Fanti? But Obeka Fanti at show. Angraga Kumasi, onim Keta, and onim Ho, and onim Mafla, onim Pandu, Obu Beche, Obia, or no free home. Cross tribal. And yano ya embrace the tribal and ya embrace religious tolerance. Do you understand me? Yeah. After religious tolerance, you know, and only one of the reasons most of the African countries religion religion you need that indications in our Ghana has said your religion be our no be either Mohammedan or Islamism or Christianity or Buddhist or whatever with mist. We live in one homes, we live in one community, we live in one town. Yakwa sorry back. Kwavi, se Ghana ni aircon, our commercial home, passenger house, a dear hunokon, a drying line. Kodoko, drying line no mukon. Over the say, oh, say, Kufadoma.
Obi ata ne nema on the lane one.
Dabu, what's your near my dorsum? Missum be simi dear. Sunday, or twice or you wait twice or you won't no sorry. Drying line. Say drying line, over who's womukwa. The next in electricity bill. We say na iron on the train. We say ni generator. We say you super we. And yes, sir, pipe. Nyama miensa na Ghanaian. Commonly, omutimide ekon. No religion. And yet tribe. Me who fear be uncle for say we you Votarian and a way akan. We a gun we near Ghana. Does it happen? No. Your common fight. Your fight. Your kunkofi usually no. What? Drying line. Electricity. Any other. That a beautiful thing with Ghana. Kofi. Your immigration, your customs, your police. She neighborhood. Bubuashi. Or dog called Dansuma near the dinner. Sabi your public toilets. Public bathroom. Kaneshi area ho. Kofi ba kono no she uniform, military uniform. No akoji tuwo no asan was your customs no aji tuwo no asan I'm sorry I'll be rough this morning or this evening or kwasheti. We are not going to nya de be krokron. That's the reality. What do I say? Salai no obon se bodem ni pa abodama ne tade ne tu nyina teto nso kodo etua 1 cd kwagina nso de line so bi. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Kofi akodo ko ni bubu ashim no kohwe baby a mu dware publican. Abodam fo nyina de line mu won kudware. Ghana ni bia no baka chense free line no abodam. No. Long as na dwen sound wetima ko gini ti ro atwa nsika de line so no. They all accept. What do I say? Yeah. Na Kofi share your churches. Share the peace. Ghana ni bia preaching. Na me bisa mo say, how would anybody think yan share your community say Kofi Adoma chabu neighbor wo ye wadwen say obetwen sekai say see na ka say ntokwa ade one no what problem? Do you have one? No. Let any Ghanaian or this program can tell me say or when the neighbor bia or na dwun say BBC na obetwen sekai de akọ no. Do you have that? No. Aside that, all these countries are in Africa, other parts of Africa. Sanenya tribal ethnic differences and it created a civil war. Kofi. Not because the people, nobody had property. We need property. Liberia, I'm sorry. And with all respect, no one see dying. Including even La Côte d'Ivoire, your government official, we just can see dying. All the countries across. And to say any property, they have nothing to lose. Or near tribe and no can already know we need you unto Bibia on Fahum, also on Fahum. Do you understand? Now, why no East Legon? Why no West Legon? Why not Kokomlimle? Why not Adabraka? Our fees say or need the next door neighbor no and craft fee, where a chim for fee, where a call for fee in Tino, Bibi Bessie or Cheseka Kwakupubi. Can you cite one out the whole country? No. We don't have that indicators. We do not have that indicators. A creating a war. Obia no besi that $3 million. No between seka say or kwani nezo. For what? Ghana ni wa anything. But politicians of this country, they've tried since 1992 to push the agenda of tribal politics, tribal differences, and yeah, Juma Emfa. Because the Ghanaian, and your man a show Ghana presidents are omoba ako. And no His Excellency Nanado, His Excellency President Mahama, President Kufuor, all of them. Emu why omu government bay and omu see dying. Say affordable house in Ghana and even high for them. Emu dudua saying omu solve the unemployment problem country we are facing. How many of them? How many of them were providing the need, the basic need of the Ghanaian? How many of them, and we're making sure say the Ghanaian artisans, you know, they have been well trained, and I say you put them on the international standard, they can create their own wealth and make their own money. How many of them? That's Aduma. But the Ghanaian individual, Accra Warrior School, yes, free SHS home in Akukobi. Yes, before then, still, over there in a traffic light so, and what owns you. Who bet him a confess a crown song on your second uncle? They will not do it. It will not fly. But we should acknowledge that election beyond, excuse me, your own Kwasiafo. Your own Kwasiafo, your woman Jimmy. Those who do not value their life. This election, wow, Jimmy no, will be born as small one. But let no Ghanaian ever think, say, there's a tendency, there's a break anywhere, nothing. This will be the most peaceful elections in the history of this country. Take my word. Kofi, problem, Beba, it will not cross the electoral lines. Baby, a abano. Any a party activist, MPP, NDC, Fono, Aomu Kasano, Aomu problem, Dadano, slaps the Beba, because Biba repetes in the alcohol. What is the mention? But say a bit escalated from the center na year to aba. A woman party followers, Oma ye di abechi, ye the box ukwaha, suspicion, ye who boss said your videos to babano. Those within their circle. And they are two Oma problem. But to suggest, say Ghana ni oti Germany, oti France, oti England, oti UK, I'm sorry, oti your friends say US, no other part. Oma na share Ghana. They have taken care of your nationals, they have taken care of their parents, they have taken care of their father's bill, including Omo brothers, no Omo sister. Obi brother, Obi ni sister, Obi brother, onya 40 years, onya jumada, ni sister eti abuchi, and oya juma no sending every month. We see that say to electricity bill, mom said them, wasa wo sa be discover me sa di tu ni din. Onon to onon kanche ni nyanso obakon akokon. For what? What do they benefit from the country? And what are we benefiting? And I've always said, sir, when our politicians will look at this nation, Kofi, I say this with passion. Sir, Omo Besha said the how Ghanaians are comport here. Said the Ghanaian citizen, what shall country way? It's not the government of Ghana not taking care of Ghana. No. Citizens of Ghana. Kofi, usually pass what is the mention? And we are talking about 3 things, and I call this election. 3 things. 1 is the economy level. The economy level no, would take care of a lot of things. Infrastructure or
economy level as in individuals.
Yes, 3 things that goes into elections. As a today, I can say no. Campaign biya no yewie. The Okokan village, the Okoya door to door, the original platform soon, Kofi neutralize it. At the end of the day, like today, 48 hours from and Yamami and San Ghanaian team. The economy level comes to do with the infrastructure. The economy level comes to do with Nkofosi Kasem, any here. The economy level comes to do with security, those who will look at it from the security point of view. Economy level has to do with those who are also better say, the education. We also better say a lot of things. Ni na beba economy level.
Economy level, no, does this factor in? The ebi mu gidi ne say banks egu enkofosika ka banks galamsey yegugu galamsey
yes
affect you more. Then people will come and equalize it with the fact to say anya hwe no obi nso entua school fees or nso akọ school free. And so the economy levels no all balance here.
And
that
is what is informing people into the election. Say 3 things now it taking the care of an incumbent president, so and then a returning former president also bano. That is why we have the 3 competitions. Because an idea they all compete with His Excellency Nanadono. All my government muda. Then you go to the second level, which is the incumbent factor, no, or play against him because you don't know your track record. Yeah. But this time around, you know, that makes this election watertight.
And the money,
that is the problem.
Yeah.
Because he also has something to show. And when is the economy now, he can also compare. We can all compare. When it's in the middle now, the incumbency factor, no, where the government and today's president, the edge on say. So call Nungwa, the motor didn't bet my fast, but former president they be slow down kakra. Obetima mobilize you see the government resources. Billboard, so I watch here 2016. His Excellency then the president of Mahama on na ne billboard bi na why say no what they say no hwe so na so papa obetima hu na atu kumase on say Nana do so de on so aye ni say anso so akese that is the incumbent factor but the incumbent edge that each of them will use against one another no the president the sitting president no or niam obetima mobilize but don't forget say the same thing no onye also so call it say just a politician bia or no representing a party for the first time or you'll be also a president da. Now Kofi, the last one will be the charisma level. The charisma level no, is what most people would also look. What is the charisma level? Na ho keka ne kasa yem ne niama yem we president or tiho we see your former president so that. So people will look at the charisma level. People will look at the incumbent factor and the people will look at the economy. And it gives them a total difficult watertight comparative analysis. Inti amad the Ghanaian obia wa dewa obesi ehu sa election we enu na ama na the most tight and very sweet election. But not what Ghanaians are saying say BB besi the country is going to break. No, Ghana will make. Ghana is so solidly united. And I've said and I will say it again. So if 30 million populated nation or 26 at the time of 2008, your most wanted person, you're just ordinary criminal there, then you have nothing to be worried. Police, national security, BNI, Omunfa Metro say, in a country near a problem.
Well, the ordinary Ghanaian obey yes, critical analysis here.
Kofi, and then I make sure say, who say, excuse me, farmer and cassava sono, I was see hono. The economy level in education ni bibi ahye ho e obi o ha ho no wo hwe ye obi also so o hwe se ni Chrome hospital e bia the former president Besi hospital ya nwie look at it well ya nwie e ho ni na economy mu name of the today incumbent president wa meye entimi so me vote ama wo so abeto so aba be me Chrome
analysis very, very tight.
That is what Ghanaians don't look at. That is what we're talking about, politics and politicking. Classical analysis, because people are going to look, say, there was a road they started here. Yeah, but that road, you know, the incumbent didn't continue. Nabia, they are no here no bar also bar betwaso. That will be the consideration of other people. And then the opposite. It also happens, say, His Excellency the President today, Nanado, also so no, also feel say our justification. So also proof which say baby I promise you mo. Say mo to abama me buy me bibi. And let me abandon what was just left out there. City now. Omutuma the former president no na me say name on start that is also the incumbents competition no e ho the business be free aba and the Ghanaian going into this election no and yet the business chamber port as usual I chiche chamber port no that's why watch here this campaign share the hottest campaign country we see. Once a complacency and take place too much. Share the age of Nanado. Now the one day, last 2 weeks or last week. Kofi, or call Mala market. No, call Kaneshi market.
Baby, I may dream say, hey.
Baby, how did 3 weeks? 3 minutes. Baby, how did 4 minutes? Now, Kofi, it's all be share campaign and Naya, Nayi Kakrebia ba social media. Nana ne di orange no.
Aya odi anka wo Kumasi.
Utimi say nana promote to vitamin C. Yeah. Now my first time Kofi the beauty of this country say incumbent sitting president party me anka
mia ne say ya.
The Kofi say anka ne paye o. Who say paye? E paye no. Na na yi aba no. To pagya ne nan kra ne nsa no jagu.
No, this year's election very tight.
Kofi.
Very tight.
Kofi. In fact, nana managers no. Minim do to anka ne man nana. Say obuase anka o say so many anka no. Utimi say na anka ne nana de. 1 na nana bre. 2 na kom kakra wom. Hwe Nana's age was caught around the country about 6 times. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
The former president, Mahama, to me, now he's come to terms. Said now, when given the chance and when have the power, this is the nation and these are the people. She campaigner or in 2016 against this campaign. Yeah. This election is rough, very watertight. He's gone around the country about 9 times. And when given the chance, he would have gone again. Maybe. Nana is doing the same thing. Coffee.
Picture be crab by obi dware we dwaye na obi akogina ho campaign chire na oba share dwaye obi akogina campaign which means
Coffee, Adiane sadden my heart, which I will take this medium, this your platform, to advise both the incumbent president and then also I'll call the returning president, whichever way, whoever wins. Say, look at this country. Next year the citizen. Next year say, now no, we will respect the Ghanaian voter. Now no, we will respect the Ghanaian electorate. Now no, it will not be business as usual. Say, just ordinary promises. Now no, for them to understand, say, party manifesto is somebody's business document. Manifesto of a party, it is nothing. A whole party ideology, but the moment you win power, you have to stick to the national development, national economic development program. Me pacho, His Excellency the President John Nanado, if he has a chance to win again, is he going to do that? His Excellency the former president, if he has a chance to come to power, is he going to do that? So Yen setting the standards and the records of the national economic agenda and the program, so that Nkobasi Yesisi hospitals will rim. Nkobasi say if Nanado and they are still sitting or outgoing, and now His Excellency President Mama also they are out incoming, and now say still retaining a home. Who will now see to the need of the Ghanaian say, ye niama your properties are yet to sikagu. Ni all properties no ebi wo ho ni ntimi complete because of politics. That is not democracy. So we have political tolerance. We don't have democracy. When are we going to deepen into the democracy? Because the democracy will take factor into doing 3 things. You must administer the country. You must manage the country resources. And you must govern the country. We don't need ruler. Ghana doesn't need a ruler because Ghanaians we are ruling ourselves peacefully. We don't need a ruler.
What do we need?
We need a manager, administrator, and a governor.
Will it be Nana or Mahama? Who
and I'm
can best do that?
Each one of them now, the Ghanaian electorate tomorrow, next 48 hours. That is what we have to look. But if any of them comes to power, this is what the Ghanaians will match, the threshold, and that's how we have to mark them. Because we lack 3 things that all the presidents, virtually they don't do it. They don't supervise, they don't monitor, they don't control. Then how on earth, say a country, 4-year mandate, 4-year mandate. President, there are 30 million people who will near if I say the whole Ghana and our amount. Kofi Ura officer swearing in on the 7th of January. The next 3, 4, 5 days, already ya corner sorry na pa no asasa ni entourage ni ministers any the incoming na Thanksgiving. Na Kofi what the 3 months no sa nam krom ha say.
That's it.
Oh that's it. What Gina National Podium, Independence Square, I swear the 3 oaths. Allegiance, oath of office, and oath of secrecy. What frown to my kama? Ebu ana showed you beto managing. Now Kofia, every Ghanaian have seen it. Your live telecast. Not that country nasi for peaceful election. Kofi will spend time and money to run the whole country. Oh yeah, and son of Kofi Sheyenso another constitutional challenge. Party ni nara. Kofi obi aba win be winning majority. Obiani wa ya appointed minister Kofi Adoma wo maka say ye mane nko ya mpene ni asa spending over 8 weeks, sometimes 10 months near the vet ministers until the government is half current. your president, your vice, ye ni ministers. Near to ho, or bear appointed minister we are. And honorable so, Mr. Speaker, also better no bossy. Ako, mimpa kunya we, mimpe we, official we ni ha, me here we, Kofi, ye be no, na oma wie 8 months after na say government in a city. No akọ 1 year. What the akati sword, what the your friend is saying, wakati sword sa enti 1 year number start so mu ye wa yi no. Wo turn the electioneering year ma. Bisa say today President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. How say of his age? Now MP our 2. We are MP, we win PC, parliamentary candidate to our constituency. A be our minister for 4 uninterrupted years, cabinet minister. Now, old man I'm a whip up all campaign ulusu. Ebu a hold 3 minutes, a bit 2 minutes. Would Nanado change that? Would your mama change that? If the minister did well, if the MP did well, you don't need to go and grace the occasion of their campaign. Because serious countries, the last day, you should still be working. So the president has abandoned the public office. And he goes into my tax, he goes into your taxing against you, against all of us. And the ministers bear free on public office. And will bear the president. Because the president comes to their constituency just only to come and hold their hand and rise. Isn't it shame?
It's a serious. Again, people
don't
election time. It doesn't matter about everything ceases.
Everything.
So say I did always see. I can't show such a.
How on earth? Says Senye Bibi Krana, we a minister, we a chief executive, we a district councillor, or whoever that you are, metropolitan chief executive. Now a president, either President Mama or President Nanado, President Kufo. Now no about commission or toilet. No about commission or market. Are we serious as a nation? Are we? Kofi, tell me. So this is what I'm saying, sir. A rightful and proper democracy, you do not do that. Now, Kofi, employment. This election, it should speak the word of employment. Omo manifesto, Obia manifesto, nam catch a party no personal product. Omo via election no wenia no akoto atwene ho. Do obe lusu nsusu no nso akoto no. Curse manifesto. What I say? I'm for Bibia more shame on you no matter book not atwene. Because it's what? It's just ordinary. Kofi, let's talk about employment. Which of them? The two parties, you know, and what taking the employment as a cardinal principle, the background rationale of the campaign. Say, maybe dear, Kofi, if the country is working, if people are working, they don't care the kind of enyama prices. Your production still a low. Kofi, from Circle up to Kaswa, all the neighborhoods, the township, there is no job for any Ghanaian apart from say supermarket. So I watch it. Milo, Indomie, your friend is saying oil, rice, coffee, the whole country. Nestle product. The whole country provision will be near Jumoye. Girls say we school, boys say we school. Do na gainfully employed Ubakono, no to provision store. 150 Ghana a month. This is where and what the incoming or the outgoing or the retaining or the returning president of Ghana, that is what we need. But if we want to engage, say the and say, Kofi, you preach politics, you preach politics, you preach politics. Politics, we've done enough, very well with politics. The good thing with our politics is you need hatred to that extent. Your political gimmicks, your political gymnastics, and the Ghana for any know who been political gymnastics, videos, audios, bribery, this and we call it political gymnastics. Kofi any day who ye, but when you put it aside, Bra Kofi, what do you bring on board to your citizenry? How on earth, say our country, Kofi, about 60% of the houses in Greater Accra, 60% of the houses in the new site in Kumasi, Takrade, Roman Ninara will be for a contium, will be our outside. And yet, you haven't been able to tell your ambassadors and your diplomats, say, Obi, neba 2 years, neba 6 months old, ekura foreign passport, Ghana ni, now oje akrano visa fee. Which of the presidents why na Jones obeja, obe yes adian, onka na dwi. Ye nyina be kwa kwato aman. Which one of them? And womu mienu, emu dia he na Jones say when given the chance to continue, when given the chance to come back, or foreign ministry, over scrap the political ambassadorial appointments na, what the ma ambassadors na, omutimi ye bibia ma Ghana no. Na utimi ba over 60% of political ambassadorial posts. Now career diplomats just about 30%. And to what the country na mankofo a womo represent you, they don't understand because or a party activists. President Mumie, when I prepared, because the good thing that that gratifies my heart over these two presidents, where Babamuda and a Wesusu, Esusu and a Abem, so they understand. And to your comparison now, and we should preach that to them. Don't come and tell me, say party manifesto says exhaust you are campaigner. Next one na kufi message na san no apaja nani osimetua we senya election de du ya nke nim se Ghana Tertiary University nyina no ye betima ko no free say which is very good. Anya election de nim ya nke nim se okay free SHS senya vote na nko for pa ne nim se country no ske betim de ayesa de no. Enti si enim sade a yenyu so sa energy so sa anti-tax so. Do you understand me? Don't take me to school, but take me to education center and go and educate me. Don't take us to school. We've seen school. The school is to give us how to read alphabets A, B, C, D. But show me how to use my hand to do something. And me can't say me as I've always pre-said. And me can't say me presidents in me or Nunara. Obia me can't say who is prepared say Ghana anyone passing English one passing my said the JSHS for crown of Congo days were fail basa. Oh Congo fail. Oh Congo Gumenimas. I give bear 45. Oh nyakra. Kofi emu dia hin now best scrapple this demarcation and I just said she say what country now public school there be America president mienu na me hwese mu ba ko beka say this time around there school no crack classification categorization no team A need to be ni PCMC then ye twem when they bring the educational reform say now no we will make sure say so be am pass mathematics English grammar or better future. Na mon call for failing mathematics in England, go American na no top class nurse. How can't we do the same thing? One emu dey na prepare say obey embrace that idea. Going into a 48 hours election. No. Why na prepared? Enti mu nyina ma who the need of the Ghanaian. We don't need any promise anymore. We've heard the promises. Some catch and say, Mobasha tiger. Mobasha antelope, Mobasha elephant, Mobasha umbrella. We don't care. We want work. We don't care. We want tax. My taxa a bit my liberating Ghanaian. And my taxa excuse me to say foreign and the benefiting. The Indian the benefiting, the Lebanese of course. The benefit
the whole kind I think so, you see the politician no because because you are doing very analytical see no SSA na Ghana for your share near Mansani Atwaba. But opa mahama enka say anopa bia obema bia breakfast no ma bia 100 million. It will be over 20 no. Opa mananado enka say anopa bia obema bia breakfast obema bia 100 million. Yo nipa bia over 20 no. Emfa ho ne de obeka. Yes. On tomorrow. Yes. And there are some comments yes you won't say obi wo ho na the all kind of kwanya no oti o. Yes. Say ya no why so beto abanama. I understand. Me kai me call school of water region part B. Quine up, me say, from one point to the other. Quining, yeah. Over the years, what trauma in this year, until one day, and Miss Agaba can say, auntie, mo quining yet, mo cost of just a shed nipper or habra boma. Near Mamunye, but still, aha, Namotoko, dear Nabana Yamamu. And Fano, or Betwama. I know a typical area, I was Ashanti region. Me call on and say, hey, Charlie, would you be like, yeah, mamu, but still, when in the battle of Wako Trauma party. And so the politician will continue to take us for granted.
That comes to explain to you, sir. We've only embraced political tolerance. We haven't embraced democracy. If the people, no, say, the government have the responsibility to let the people understand our democratic rights. And that encompasses all these things. Say, onim the Yemani village. Now, just because of the personality and the person. What did the Michana say? Kofi Adoma, that is how it means. That is how it means. Because Kofi, Obiabe, Odia said, okay, only ya dania, ha, Kofi, and Nidia, Obetia say, you nipa bi, and I say, it is like that. It be America, it be Germany. It's the political destiny. What is the Michano? Political fanatism. Aha no wo open kunu Kofi obewo. But in general, because yente enema biase, and then in general, said your politicians, especially the MPs, are more contested. Kofi nipa saying 275 parliamentarians, one president, one vice president, 277. 277. And handle the destiny of this country. Na omu base say na omu yeno. Kokoshe. Dia waya incumbent MP. When say ni stomach ni swati. Dia waya incoming. Onso oni dia waya small to semi. Ni stomach ni swadada. Kofi omu wene power bang. Yo bibi said declaring of access. Me ya president. My advice is a more behind you be and declare access because me go Ghana DBA waba power 4 years awaka ni access e do so ya cheno. Name on declaring your stomach. Ya measure your stomach size and no color Kofi e bi color fe pa o. Kofi Adjuma ya measure your stomach. Nana do ministers measure your stomach. Wo MP so mo ba measure your stomach. President Mama, measure also so call for no ba measure stomach. No many 6 months. Never call constituency. Never measure constituency no. Push stomach. That's how MP stomach. What I say? What is the best I'm trying to say? Won't call for ne bar. E be a Kofi dark skin tum. Odi office 6 months ah. I say. Na ne color toss so fine. Hey, na color no hin na na ma that day. Do you understand me? Kofi, at the end of the day, the only nyina no Ghanaian ni nuenya ska amani sister bi we na wa country mu a no ascend we ya no mte government no Kofi oye free o entu ba won sa promise ne ba na election na adu o mu wi ambe they don't care anymore. MP ene open no me ba cho enye last campaign a obi a open MP bia o eso boy we man me wo fufu obeba be wo. I'm telling you. Yeah. Ghana MP you can so me wo fufu na beto amana because for ba be wo obeba. Come back to na anka issue. Uji say nana out of officer. His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. Uji so beti me this anka do crew. Kofi, nana bedi sanka no. Obedi. That be
ebi I know edini
that be obedi.
Okay.
What you say? And this is the beauty of how you want to impress your people. Say even cry no me ba campaign cry no. Me janka you can first na for President Jerry fufu nyina no wo. That's populist approach. Ana me boa. President Mama, if you be a no susu wawram, okwa no atena se small stool ni bi no ote so. Yeah. Enti say mo gene power, ya mo yen sa me emaye.
Journalists are supposed to scrutinize politicians for the public. Nana Hassan.
Kofi Munye.
Ayading.
Munye Kofi Munye mo ka ho bi.
Oh, you can.
Mo ka ho crowd dose change. Na mo na mo kra. Mo na mo ti console na mo na mo kokra.
You can but we mirror society.
Oh, Kofi. Kofi.
Opa, me say my foreign media, I'm about to maybe say all the tough questions. Oh, yeah, Ghana journalists. Opa, could be the same questions. Hey, part we am in this car. When you are doing your legitimate job,
the way I must see a position,
some of us we've not positioned ourselves. Me, I have no position myself. But Opa says, it's like that. Until you do baby, I say, journalists need to be able to do me. I say our problem is the media, not politicians. Charles Mensah. Nana Hassan, was it is the work of the journalists to educate the public. Education is no be near you. Say we are asking you. Say yes, sir. Abana de obeto, but oh toa. Men you say because yeah. It's not say. That dream who say. The me tree, ebe boa me. One year is ana yeah. Now so yeah. Na de chira. Hono ene de ebeka so aka ne say de eka ya na we are na ejai de amamo. We won't tell you vote here or vote there, but yes you peja issues ni na de chiro na why your analysis na if you vote say me too because ya ye we ni I'm very happy, but too because that one be some way cry was say keep the good work. Watching you from Doha, Qatar, James Qatar. Okay, yeah, that's it. I say we have to look outside the box. Mankind and what they buy. What's the problem? Day every country. Nana, message you we can win free. YouTube. My main call Facebook comments and so kakra. We say as Gasha thing also, and so hard drain way free. Nana Kwame from Pong. Honorable Romeo Nana, the name Boateng. Well, say now let's discuss the audio. Audio banya. Well, say this is not making sense. Cry, change is coming, and what sure and no. Was it vote TPP Jackson K a year Ashimadi? Was it so? The man is saying that free SHS is not good.
No, I didn't say that. No, I can't say that. I cannot say that.
Anyway. Anyway, and it's like that, and your best say okay, mom open number. Mom say much trouble, baby. Mr. Al Wahab's number. I can see Madam, and then other people also extra about. Was the journalists in Ghana are afraid to speak the truth? I don't blame them. Is it K Mama show? K Mama show, and it's true, it's true, and fancy, it is true. We mirror society. Says society no media no the toughness no. The media no so jai the sycophancy, no jai the alignment na. I think say beko ye, but the ekwe dey. Kwani say ya edu bebe ya na misre. Echiri said the beko. Was in terms of Nana and Mahama, Nana is the helper. Okay, Nana Bwachi Yadom, I don't know. Was Ghanaians want everything for free. Instead of fighting for job creation, we fight for free allowances, free education, free electricity. No wonder we don't pay for loans because we think it is free money. Somewhere winter.
Yes.
No, the way Ghanaians are BBI free.
No, because politicians should not promise the people.
To say Mahama say free tertiary or bar or more area this you free. Now I say free SHS. So they should stop all this free water.
Kofi, all those education, it is not bad. I get me because education is very expensive. But I've said, and I'm always saying, Kofi country, yes, how? It's not a poor nation. Kofi, the leakage is not a poor nation. To me, Sauka Saudi discuss Ebesha Ghanaian from Danes to Edi Akwa could do University Kwana. Kofi, why not? We can do it because the other things are the other things no conform na yemamo. The Ghanaians do them by their own sweat. And you now here. And it's all take back education. 05 free class 1. Ekwanes all the cottage Kofi. It's not a news. It's good. We thank you. But then in looking beyond that, and I'm just saying, Mamma fire ko school keke. Mom fire na mu educate yen. And when you are educating us, it means that you are giving us profession back home, not to give me books and how to write grammar.
Yeah, Paul, finally, you want to about Jordan? Oh, I want to be
One, Ghana is the winner. Okay? Hope you know me. Ghana is the winner. It would be very unthinkable from where I sit to say, Kofi Aduma or Al Wahab and never winning. But then my message is very general. My message.
No, is it so still a tight? Kofi, difficult to predict.
Elections, no. Obi oye MPP will tell you, say, MPP are winning 70%. Ebi kura timi margin 80. Ebi mai. Obi oye NDC. Onso beka saban dia mama fa. Ana mebo. This omnyum zina do. Obi anwumede. What I say, which is very good for Ghanaian political tolerance. But let us bear in mind, say Obia obey kwakodin se hunu yabu free. This country, nobody is prepared to move up from his or her house. So or akwa ni yabu oba Obia ma. What I say? Ghana police ojawodi e showa. Kwame in most cases omu mwa o ohwe yi nani because also edging home. But then let us also put on record, say, the Ghana security agencies, unlike those days, I know be a timidin some money fan which you people today, tomorrow, they've cleaned their cameras. Now Obia Jane dance Otimicha. Now Obia Jana election center Otimicha Otimi record. My advice and my suggestion is that when your country are obiantum na say Ghana say ye be breaking, you are not breaking. When your elections are Ghana force ya be COVID 2012 pink sheet declaration. Ada ye declare no after waiting 8 months declaration no 3 minutes in take ye no. Kofi Kromas and Kramakra die. That is the Ghanaian for you. And the Ghana ni bia or elections on Monday. Onfa na ni antu nyame. And share the family where he or she comes from. Don't see him as a breadwinner for that family. And see yourself, say, the most hard-earned currency that will be spent on you. So, politician of your constituency or power number between 1,000 Ghana. So, decide between selling your life for 1,000 Ghana cedis and then keeping yourself alive and take care of your children and your mother and your father and your parents. In moving forward again, Obi Okoto Abano, Yenya Areshemu says a tested country with political tolerance. We should show love for each one another. Politicians, more raise it, now heighten the security port. It will not fly, it will not work. Whoever wants to do that, you'll be exposed. The incumbent government, and for that matter, the president, it is his responsibility. So the government that came and he succeeded. The government, the election came and passed. Ghanaians are still united. We didn't see anything. It is also the responsibility, say, he also, the sitting government, must make sure, say, there's still peace before, during, and after that prevails. Opposition are on super power. President Mahama, you've also been to power, you've been on the seat before. You know how it takes and how it is when the country is broken. What could deputize it, no what could stand it for ECOWAS, what witness it as a president commissioning or leading delegation to supervise other elections. So you know why and how it takes. It must not be seen, say, because, say, at all costs, it has to be the incoming, it has to be the opposition that has to win. That is also wrong. It must also be taken, say, the incumbent cannot also say, at all costs, it is me, and I have to continue. If we believe in what we've done, if we believe in our work, and I said, we will be artistic power 4 years, and to let your job speak for you. But let's keep the institution. Electoral Commission, it is your responsibility to keep the country intact. Because see yourself as a neutral referee. But anything that falls, it falls on your head. And it will stand in the books forever. So it came to your time. Afrajan didn't do it. Charlotte Osei didn't do it. So Jane Mensah, you cannot also do it. If you understand me. Yeah. And I will say, Ghana presidency, Aba and Omoho, they all attest to the fact, say, international community will not allow this country to burst into pieces. They will not allow this country to slip. And they are aware. And I'm saying they are aware. They are aware that this country, they cannot. No politician can take this country back. We haven't gone forward very fast at a pace. But this country cannot reverse in terms of there can't be any civil unrest. There can't be any ethnic cleansing. There cannot be any fight. There cannot be any revolution. Because Ghanaians, that is not the way we want it. That's what we want to see. And it can never happen like that. Into all the MPs, the campaign, see yourself. Say what you wouldn't like, don't do to others. What you wouldn't like others to do, don't ever do it. Because party, politics, power, it changes. And as a politician, be soon. I ask myself, so did you have that tears when you were in power, when you were in government? You see how the turnaround is? When we were using incumbency, when you were using incumbency against your opponent, remember one day your opponent comes to bite you with the same strength and energy and the same sharp teeth. So let us make sure, say, we keep this country intact. Now, Kofi, journalists in this country, your responsibility, sensationalism, and some journalists, any reportage from Echina Yebenya is so Herculeous. Most countries of the world, as we know, through journalists, they push and trigger not directly the weapon, not directly the arsenals, but rather their math, their reportage, their writings trigger the countries into this. You also have the blood of Ghanaians on your hand. Journalists in this country, report what you've seen. Yes, today, Kofi Obia kwa camera obetim dia bibia sending. Yes, today, Obia obetim afem apeke the old adeku esi Kenya, ebisi South Sudan, ebisi Kenya elections. Omukon ye rawo omu fight no 2016 elections na erane say Ghana ahana we see AC. Can we stop that? And then to the public and the general public and Ghanaians, much as we have the data, see the best let us be very, 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 very careful about how we twist and turn and push the agenda. Bear in mind, say, you are living in a country that your three neighbors, they don't like you.
Ghana, your neighbors in person.
You would not have. Listen, Englishman was not stupid. Frenchman was not stupid. So we're ganging here with the French, and we're ganging the French. All the English countries in West Africa, we're ganging with the French. And yes, so on parallel, but ask yourself, say, if Ghanaian is to carry their bag, Kofi Ahina Abeko, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivorians to see the pace, the heat. Omba Krumha, Ghana for landlords, Omo Bu Ivorians Waha, and dying home Duum Sika. Are you prepared to go to Cote d'Ivoire, to go to Lomé and face the same consequences? Are we going to go to Burkina Faso? Tell me which part of the West Africa are Ghanaian Obakoso Okwakotina? Let this one be our mind. So BBC, are we pushing that agenda? No? Are we going to Nigeria or no? Hatna? It is not possible. It is a country that cannot break. It is a country that should continue to make.
Yeah, that's CP. But I'm bisa our number no anyway.
The number could be at the moment when you the other man is not the man.
Mati.
Why?
All right. And you don't be see. I'm also being so beside my email address. hikofi@yahoo.com. As in HIKOFI. hikofi@yahoo.com. Want to know me. Well, Obisa Chetinamede. I'm watching live from Barcelona. Maybe I'll hear free beer, Yadamase, but bring ya no eba and intino. Ayana wakai efie uma me webusia foa eya oboa omo bribia. Afi de American say o sende omo bronya de no ni titru sika famu na we use to tap send. App bia o download now they send sika easy. Yensan ente commission bia sika no say they o send no ana ambasa pepepe. Na ebusiafo any age din tap send anoma green be edaso eno ana betumi use dia send this kind diaba wo Ghana hanso na wo san akọ baka omama royal chocolate no pe bi ne fakọ na omanfo di no wo kwantu mu a wo mo ani age hu se Ghana ye wade ye chocolate a wudi ba ko abedi mienu abedi nan sa fi se ede na esan eboni padua no eho eban eye pa Cap Farm, a honor is will an electrical appliance. Kohone Kokotobi, or Bronya Chedi be Pesawota. Promotion Gusua, Enya, MIVE, and into Ubetumi alcohol, now Kokotobi. Sanso, Ena, Obana, Nanata Chibites, or man for Bobby Pa, boys, smart now, Quania Sea. Na mwade mweni ache na natachi bites ase na fi mwetumi apebi etumi abobi mare mfi se internet na se obi ade ne bibia enti wonye nsua ade wo IT side hono a Slam Technologies beboa wo mo America mo bie nkrabata no ebi ewo Worcester obetumi akoho akosua ade ebeboa wo yie pa sanso na mo online courses no muguso a wo mo eye bi sua ade ewo IT no mo fi se wiase ne ba bia eko eno no ntisa ansha obekachi na akwa yesu ede amaho enti yentem ne fa ho ehyemu ebi otu kwan ko Dubai say manfo ahya say otu kwan ko okoduru ho ya na Ghana aduane nye di eden okwa Dera Hotel na chi hope obon se Sankofa restaurant ewo ho omo number na ofa kra na from a omutimi de aduane ne brewo hotel Ghana aduane bia odi anya omonya arrangement anopa omo de omo de bebra wia enwumre saa na watumi edidi afili de Ghanaian na opese ofili ewo akwantu mu no na etumi aboa uye yebeda yen sponsors nyina ase Vehicle 20 eyedura wonomo a ebo ho ban efri ade ahodo pi no aho boost immune system no enti eya na wape Vehicle 20 no ebi echi kwan na etumi aboa uye na afi nso no KTA mobile sa open phone papa na watumi ato oye ko Amazon na Ghana ni o America and why phone see America unim standards enye adeketwa then so etumi qualify our year a very durable Ghana ni we so hunu se we dey ya sheda ye ede amayen ko Amazon se sia na search KTA phone so mo the new ones be about features na very nice camera na on point kotobi KTA phones I know they say Ghana phone nyina obi a eto na fe otumi eyusu na etumi aboa and na Christmas yi otena fi a Top Hub download the Top Hub app no or the new movies egusu say crowd here wo mo aye a lot of movies wo mo ankasa na a designer we use na wo hwa wani beje ho na wo hunu sampa Ghana yenso ye wo ade a oye yebeda yen sponsors ni na ase na yada wo nso ase se okoso na wo kan ho na wo hwen yebeda Farouk Al Wahab nso ase se wo be kan ye ho e wo studio ya de sankomo ibra ma remfi se wo china ewie be se abro another interview bi o se de me kan no ye ne mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama na ebe yesa interview na be live and into be interactive obetumi asend all questions no comments na yetumi akenkan bi e de amao yedu sia achiao yakraw
TV way smart 8K in Netflix and YouTube and after say you go yi and you send the boss be go yi Kafam yan konko promo it's my price no aye easy oh machine way energy saving esen keep me no more fresh side by side fridge ni freezer susu ni na we man to Kafam yan konko promo no we to TV no at easy price and you we susu check wow Kafam yan konko promo ti abusiafo ni fie kura betwa manum 6 burner gas oven ni bo fufu chicken inside me to any assign chairman rice cooker Kafam atiti home appliances ne so na chede ne de bebre menyamu blender menyamu kettle masanyamu microwave oven Kafam yan kokwa promo no ayese wakoto anwamo nya cho banku ni na aka ho chochofocho aduane ye de kohwegu ajimada sebe say de dia
ANS Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pa door-to-door courier service. I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe babia or besa o shepo ne ma de bagana no. Yajma ya san ye bio. E so better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I pesa different Europe e bagana. And I say o pesa be 20-foot container na 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Babia wo shepo container na free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America baby a person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unya and now what yenka will be a visit www.anstar24.com.
We are the best.
Michael, we're supporting the new system. Yeah, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
Because supporting my boost phone in our new system. Hey, what's a Michael t-shirt? Mato t-shirt. The combat the fun kind of your t-shirt to go, mommy.
Boss, champion, Mr. Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Other for with me come for Slam Technologies. Computer school or not the was say BBC for one so muda, one use to be done. Or abutre, or a teacher for say was so the chin a tremor, so was so den kind, so was so the house. Nina was so be out, bet me a bow. I'm waiting in your basics and now we here. Because I'm right to announce what's the sound when you whom we maybe so only basic IT skills are airport for cry a day, a Jumasama a day, a Dianeta a day, BBM a day, and Tonia, Memma Sammy and Chow. No, because I said click a mouse now, see a previera, young Pessa Bayesa, and Tiania, so your BBC me. Who's also be using tablets no or phone no just all try my best free baby and some will be ammonia. Fred our number ye agree a screen is a CA. Next sound separate. Next join Islam Technologies. Ni and show now one can say you're confident. When I'm asked, hey, I can test, I can do this, and you're testing. Well, I tested they be great to me, yeah. But I bet you near my be brave. Well, we saw computer now, we be you're confident in it. Different number is yeah, let's sound separate. But I was be brave.
I bet to your subio Ghana Mats, your mamma fish pa. The morning baby. You did run your mamma and think crap. And it's in a Ghana Mats away. So I'm brochure no person man who have for provisions, who person to credit money. Some person share DSTV bill and man be help so your mama from DR called www.ghanamats.com. They say it's subium www.ghanamats.com. Not dear and you feel fine. Ghana Mats, your mama fish sharp.
Wanna share with you. KTA Mobile, technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Kofi TV interview, ntia na mani ajetra me di pen mo. Kofi TV interview has been vetted and approved by the SDA.